so we were just interpreting some art. How are we interpreting it? By doing what? Using clues and what, Savannah? Inferencing. We were using those clues, we were inferencing, and then we were interpreting. We were making explanations of what we think the art was about. So you just saw me do it. Now, what is the meaning of the art? That's great, Joshua. So now we're going to do it together. I'm going to give you a chance to give me some ideas about some art. Okay? So, we are going to interpret some famous art by using inferences to gather some information about it. All right, here is our first piece of art, and it is by an artist named Claude Monet. Does anybody have something they could inference? A clue. Savannah.
I can inference that they're outside and the mother's making something.
So how do you know they're outside?
Because I see flowers.
Good. She used the flowers to make the inference that they're outside. Mariah.
I see a baby and a mother.
Why do you think that they're that's the mom?
Because the children is like right beside the mom.
Okay, she's right beside of her, so that's probably her baby.
And the baby's making.
The baby's making something. Okay, we'll think about that one in a minute. Joshua, what are you thinking?
I think they're sewing.
Do you think that they're sewing? Why do you think they're sewing?
Because they got a big old thing right there.
What is a big old thing? Can you give me what do you think?
Shirt.
A shirt maybe?
Sweater.
A sweater, okay. And what does it look?
A leather coat.
Maybe a leather coat. Does it? She doing the motion for sewing? You think? Yeah.
She got it.
She thinks she has a needle in her hand. Okay, good. All right. Gracia, can you give me something?
I see a ground. That's how I know they're outside. And because I see the sun shining on the flowers.
Do you think you see like the flowers are bright, so maybe you see the sun? Okay, good. Rakeem?
I see the mom is sewing a dress.
You think it's a dress? Okay. What can you interpret from the fact that she's sewing? Look at the clothes they're wearing.
The dress.
How often does your mom go and sew you some clothes? Does she sew you clothes a lot? No. Why? Because we can go to the store and do what?
Buy clothes.
So do you think that is happening now, or do you think this is happening a long time ago?
This is happening a long time.
So we know that because what, Jana? How do we know that this is happening a long time ago? What can tell you that?
Because they're wearing historical dresses.
They're wearing maybe dresses that they wore in the past, not style or fashion that you would wear right now. Joshua, how else do you know? Great.
Maybe they didn't have no money to buy clothes, but they had some string to sew the new clothes.
So you're inferencing that the family might not have money because they don't have money to buy clothes.
Or they could sell it and they could get money.
Or she could be oh, good inferences. All right, Gracia.
Or maybe they didn't have stores back then, and all they had was coins they had to use.
Okay, maybe they didn't have stores back then, so that's why they're making it.
Bill.
Okay. Well, let's look at the outside. What season could we inference? What season do you think this might be? Savannah.
Spring.
Spring. Give me a thumbs up if you can inference spring from this picture. Why? What is the big thing? Everybody say the big thing they see that tells them that it is spring.
Flowers.
Flowers. Lots of pretty flowers. Good. All right, let's go to our next picture. We did a really great job of inferencing and using that to interpret what we think we see. Yes?
They're real people like us, though.
They're real people? So you're inferencing that this is a real image? It could even be Somebody could even take a picture like this, couldn't they?
Uh-huh.
Rakeem, go real fast, sweetie. Okay. All right, this is another picture. It's a little harder, but I think we can do it. And this is by a painter called Vincent van Gogh. So take a second. I don't know, maybe you can inference that.
I know what it is. I think
All right,
that
wait.
before.
Awesome. Okay, let me see who's ready.
Princess's Pond.
Let me see who's ready. Who can inference something for me? Josh,
They is princesses.
they're
and they-
princesses.
And they at a princess party.
Why can you, how did you get that? What clues did you use to inference that?
Because I know a princess look like that.
Oh, she's wearing a fancy hat. Okay, maybe it looks like a princess hat. Gracia, inference something for me.
I know it's a party because there's lots and lots and lots and lots of people there.
that's a
And
good
usually at parties they have lots and lots of people there. So like it's a princess prince party.
Okay, so you think it's a party for prince and princesses, maybe rich people?
And kings and queens.
Kings and queens. And you said it's a party because there's lots of people there. That's a really
And a
good,
prince.
that's okay, and a prince. That's a good inference. Jana, what can you inference from this picture?
I think it's a ball because they have a lot of people at ball to dance with the prince.
So a ball is kind of like the same thing as a what?
A party.
A party, right? Yeah. Savannah?
I think they're dancing.
You think they're dancing? Why do you think they're dancing? What gives you that clue?